Right, race number 4, and this is the Eat More Fruit Perth Stakes. 2:45 start time, 1100 metres, and the males have a crack at it, and their final lead up to the Karrakatta Plate.
Been a very good race like the Gym Crack, Marty. Last year, Wolf Dreams defeated Kid Swazia and the Corporation. 08, Sheena Said Grey defeated Grand Nirvana and Zeta Mac. 2007, What a Year, Universal Ruler beat Scenic Blast, Mighty Mac. 06, Canny Jack. 05, Hand 2, Redwalt back in 04, Meadowdale, Wild Target. Shout from Maroof 03, Lord Mason in 2002. So it's been a wonderful race, the Perth Stakes. And this year, possibly you could say it lacks a little bit, but a few of these horses are having their first start, and there might be a few pop out of the box, Marty.
Well, Joey Byrne, as we know, is a very fine educator and gets his 2-year-olds up and running here in Perth. And let's go back and have a look at Rio Sands' performance. One run in its career was at the midweeks, and this was on the 3rd of March, and the horse finished too strongly for Celebration Girl.
Rio Sand is beginning to run on right down the extreme outside. Celebration Girl, the leader, a length the break. Here comes the favourite, Rio Sand. It's got them covered. Rio Sand hits the front, draws away, and an impressive debut.
Very impressive debut performance there by Rio Sand. Was settled just behind the steady tempo, pulled to the outside. Very good closing sectional. Has drawn barrier 2. Was entered the race last Saturday, drew off the track. Joe Byrne elected to save the horse for this Saturday. It's going to be a month between runs, which may be a little concern for some people, but from barrier 2, he should just get a perfect run in behind him. He looks a very professional type. He's by Fusaishi Pegasus, and normally they get a little hot in the mounting yard, but he's a very relaxed customer. Got a lovely action. It's hard to knock him.
And Celebration Girl hasn't hurt the form either with her subsequent performance. We head down to Pinjarra now, down that straight 5 furlongs. Delta Rain, ridden by Ikanushi, was pretty impressive in this
pretty
performance.
well. Gee, they're across the track with Ortessa running on down the outside. Also Milan's Thunder. Don't really know where to look. Delta Rain, Dupron Tom, they're together for the moment. Over on the inside of those is Milton's Gift, Dupron Tom, and also Delta Rain, Dupron Tom. Ahead, Bobber. They went to the line.
Good effort there by Delta Rain to score up the straight at Pinjarra on debut. Defeated Duprint Tomps, who we'll also see on Saturday. Delta Rain drew barrier 12. Settled 10th, darted to the middle of the track. I thought it was a good effort. Duprint Tomps looked the winner, was down the centre of the track, was just nabbed late in the race. They've drawn 9 and 10. They're going to need plenty of luck, but I thought it was a pretty good effort for a 2-year-old having their first start up the straight, yep. Marty. It's, I'm sure they're going to be better suited around a corner on Saturday.
No doubt about that. And the final of them, we go to the trials. This was at Belmont Park on the 22nd of March, and the horse we're watching here is from the Brett Wilkinson stable, with Dan Stack up in those blue, white and yellow colours.
5-6 in front. Look at it go. In second place was Vayuda Negra. About 2.5 lengths away was Feel the Force, and the rest are struggling. Lairs Avenue on the outside from White Pointer, but Richie, hard under the whip, is going to absolutely brain them. It's well clear from Vayuda Negra, and you can always count on a Richie. Richie races away.
Solid trial performance there by Richie, scored by 7 3/4 lengths. He had the blinkers on that occasion. His trial prior was beaten 2 3/4 behind I'm a Sittin' Pretty, who was just beaten up the straight at Pinjarra Park on Wednesday. Drawn barrier 7, he's by Zedrich. Look, he showed a fair bit of gate speed on that occasion. Once again, if he can be up on the speed on Saturday, that's a pretty good trial effort, Marty, scoring by 7 3/4 lengths. Hard to knock him.
Well, you'll get an idea too how Richie could go if Vuda Negra goes well in the previous race in the Gym Crack, because that's the horse running second to him there. You haven't shown the trial of Big Josh. It was a cracker, probably one of the better 2-year-old trials I've seen.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. By Blackfriars out of Market Wrap. Look, the trial was very good, was always well held from William Pike, was back in the field, and it just worked home very nicely. He's got a big white face. After the line, he was good. I'll give him a big show on Saturday.
Good to see David Reed too coming up with a promising 2-year-old. Hope it goes well for you, David. Time for selections. Interesting. What
I was just going to say, we better chat about No Name City, because
okay.
He's probably the class horse that we've seen in the
I was going to tip him and talk about it.
Okay.
I loved all his wins. It was O'Halo, who then come out and won. It was a second to Time to Climb previous, 4th to Miscondition. That's all sound form. We're on him first up after that break, and he just missed the kick. Forget he went around. He ended up sort of having to ease off heels and then got to the outside, and I thought his closing section was good enough And in the yard, I thought he was going to improve with the run as well. So I think he's going to be hard to beat.
Well, if he finds the top, obviously he's going to be the horse to run down. Is that who you're tipping?
Yes.
1, No Name City.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tip 7, Big Josh, but he's going to be, I'd imagine, back in the field from barrier 3, hopefully not too far back. But if obviously No Name City's a danger. I'm 7, Big Watch to 1, No Name City for me.
And Bob Bora?
Well, 1 start, 1 win.
Don't know about that form.
No, only defeated It's a Tune. I'd prefer to see Bombora measure up against a race like this before I'm tipping into Bombora.